that's what we did. So, that was just kind of good just to get the rest out and, just look forward to the next game.
Yeah, talking about this next game, you're playing St. John's and very hometown field. Just what are your feelings going into it?
It's March, you want to keep dancing, so just trying to get a W with my team.
Did you ever go to St. John's games growing up? Or
I think I went to one at the Garden, yes I did. Very, very loud, very live, and, great program.
I know Coach Pitino's kind of elevated the program these last couple of years. What was St. John's viewed as like when you were growing up and everything? Like, did people think much of them, or kind of how were they viewed?
I mean, not really until he got there. So, that kind of shows what he is like and what kind of coach he is.
And now a day later, I mean, how are you feeling physically? Any soreness, with it being your first game back after?
I'm ready to go. We ready to go, actually.
Looked like a do practice with y'all today.
Yeah.
How was that?
Always feeling great, we're trying to see how it's going to be, but it looks like it's a go.
Okay.
But that's really something between us. So I'll leave it to them.
Yeah. Do you know any of the guys over there on St. John's team? Play against them? Or?
Nah, not really. I mean, I know a few of them, but, that's really it.
But they kind of recruited you a little, right?
Yeah.
Was it ever serious? Or?
Yeah, most definitely. It kind of got serious when Patino got over there. They kind of was heavy on it. So, yeah.
Did you ever really consider them or not really?
Well, not for sure. But, I was still taking visits. So, they kind of came down later in my recruiting process.
What were your conversations like with Coach Pitino?
He just wanted me to come there. Once he got a job, he reached out. I just wanted me to come.
When you talked to him, did you kind of like the program wasn't great before he got there, and now they're a 2 seed in the NCAA tournament? Do you envision them being this good, this quick when you were talking with him?
I mean, for sure. I mean, the resume he has, is similar to my coaches. So, definitely envision that. Yeah.
What do you know about kind of the rivalry between Coach Calipari and Coach Pitino?
I don't really know much about it. I'm really young, so.
Who do you think they're rooting for back in the Bronx?
Definitely me and Arkansas.
Yeah?
I think so.
Everyone in the Bronx?
Yeah. I mean, some is going for St. John's, but mostly us. I'm pretty sure.
I know you said yesterday that y'all weren't surprised that Kansas went with the zone, but was there any extra emphasis on that today? In case you see any of it tomorrow.
Yeah, just in case, but we knew Kansas was going to go into that triangle too. So we just kind of prepared for it, but then in the sense, not really, but yeah.
What is it like for you going up against your hometown team and at this stage? And everyone's been so excited about St. John's back home.
I mean, it's like playing at the Garden, like a dream come true. You want to play for somebody, you want to play against somebody who's at your hometown. So, I mean, it's kind of like a dream, and it's in March, so I'm just happy to be here.
Boogie, you and Simeon Wiltshire obviously from New York, New Jersey. Did you ever play against him in high school? And what are your kind of thoughts about his game?
Most definitely, his game very smooth, very solid, flashy and stuff like that. But just very respectful to his game, how he carries himself.
Did you guys know each other at all? Or?
Yeah, we did. We worked out with each other last summer.
Okay.
You did?
Yeah.
Boogie, there's quite a bit of St. John's fans here. Obviously, they're pretty close. But what's the key to being able to weather the kind of maybe the road factor a little bit in tomorrow's game?
I mean, just stay disciplined. Keep the principles. Keep the main thing. Keep doing what we've been doing. Just try to get it up tomorrow.
What's Coach been telling you just about the scouting report preparing for St. John's?
Just stay disciplined on all shot fakes. It's gonna be a very physical game. Just be tough out there. Have fun.
Does the fact that it is the hometown school and that it did recruit you, does that add any sort of edge going into it?
Not really. I take it as another game. Just gotta go up there and hoop. So that's what at the end of the day.
Coach Cal Pitino matchup of the 2 Hall of Fame head coaches. I mean, have you guys talked about that?
Very interesting, but it's just we're going to attack it like a normal game.
Is any more pressure added now that you're like, okay, first game in, now we got to get past the second? There's talks of a Sweet 16. Yeah.
No more pressure. The pressure went out the door after the first round. When we got the first W, we got our feet wet.
Thanks.
Nelly, the St. John's had quite a bit of fans here last night for their game. What are you guys doing just to prepare for a possible kind of hostile road environment in tomorrow's game?
Just believing in ourselves, and we know we gotta just worry about the 14 people that's on the floor. I mean, that's in our colors. That's on the court.
John, what do you know about Calipari versus Pitino? Up to date with the history of that rivalry at all?
I just seen some stuff on Instagram about it, about him playing with Pitino. I seen when they played him at UMass, and when they played Kentucky, but we just gonna take it like it's just a normal game for us.
This is like, I know you say it's a normal game, but like, does it feel a little special to be a part of like two Hall of Fame coaches going head to head, spot in Sweet 16 on the line? Like, it's got to be a little extra juice for you.
Yeah, a lot of extra juice. It's history, and just making it to the second round is just not normal for everybody, and we just go out there and fight.
Cal interrupted me when I asked you what went through your mind after the 3-pointer last night. He said he was telling you to shoot the ball. Can you just how gratifying was that moment, and what did you see on that play? They swung it, and you were open. Could you feel it kind of coming to you that ball there?
Yeah, so I was already ready 10 seconds before the ball just swung to me. So I swung it over. He swung it to DJ. DJ swung it to Bug, and then Bug swung it back and pointed at me. I was ready to shoot it, and everybody on the bench was saying shoot it.
St. John's is a really big, tall, athletic backcourt. The guards are all 6'6". What kind of challenges does that present with maybe going up against a team with just all big guards that start?
Can you say that again?
They got St. John's. Their guards are all 6'6", 6'7", big guys. I mean, what challenges does that maybe present going up against a tall backcourt that they have?
It's very challenging. We just try to go out there and play our game and just compete how we compete.
Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
Has Coach Cal, have you guys talked about what to do if they throw a zone look at you tomorrow? It seemed like that kind of gave you guys some fits after the game yesterday.
We've been working on it, practice, walking through it. We just gonna keep attacking how we just keep attacking how we've been attacking it.
Did you practice with you guys today?
Yeah.
How much did he go? Was it kind of full go or 50%?
We ain't do no contact, so we can't tell.
Yeah. How important would getting him back tomorrow be for you guys?
It's very important. Very big piece of the team, and we believe in them. They believe in us.
Like always, the dream. Like you see Jersey guys, NCAA Tournament, going up against them, guys that you're familiar with.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, it's a blessing. To be able to play at this stage against, like you said, another guy from Jersey. So it's a blessing. Just to be able to share this stage and play on this stage with them, and it's definitely going to be fun. We're going to definitely compete for sure.
Appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Right?
Appreciate you too.
You're just talking about a couple of guys. I guess you played against a few of these guys in high school.
Yeah.
St. John's guys. Who all do you know?
One of them that I know, Simeon Wilcher. So
Okay.
one of them that I know.
What were those battles like? I mean, was that in high school or was it in AAU or what?
High school. We played each other 2 times in high school, so it was good. It was fun. Very good battles. Very competitive games, and he a great player. So just going up against him, it was always fun. We always compete against each other, and I say just really like a respect for the game. We both got a real big respect for the game. So once we step in between the 2 lines, it's time to compete. Just coming from Jersey in general, it's a lot of great players from Jersey that's in college right now, and the NBA just all over. So it's an honor just to be able to be from Jersey and be a part of that. Be a part of them Jersey players that's able to play at the higher levels.
I'm not sure how far Camden is from New York, but do you ever have any connection to St. John? Like, do you ever go to games up there or watch them or anything growing up?
Not really. I'm from South Jersey, so
okay.
It's like 2 hours.
Gotcha.
So I'm a little farther from New York. So yeah, not really.
Gotcha.
St. John's had quite a few fans here last night for their game. It might be kind of a possible road environment, like kind of hostile environment for you guys. Just what do you guys have to do to be able to weather that and power through?
Really just stay together, just knowing that it's not going to be easy and just knowing that it is going to be hostile, So I feel like playing in our conference and stuff like that has definitely prepared for us for games like that. Playing in away games, just making sure we talk louder and stuff like that, just make sure we stand together. But I feel like personally, they're the best type of games. That's the best type of games to play in, because that motivates you more and brings more of a competitor out of you. So yeah.
You know anything about the Calipari-Patino rivalry over the years?
I know a little bit, but not really. I'm younger, so I don't really know too much. But I just know they 2 great coaches. 2 great coaches is very good for the game of basketball. So it'd be an honor to share the floor with both of them. It's always been an honor. Throughout my whole college career, being able to share the court with a coach like Coach Kyle, and the legend he is.
Did Coach Patino ever recruit you coming out of high school or even out of the portal last year?
I don't think so. Not that I can remember.
I know you said yesterday, and all you guys said yesterday, you knew the zone was coming yesterday against Kansas, but was there any added emphasis in practice today on that aspect of it?
Yeah, we went over it. Yeah, we've been going over it. I mean, even before the game last night, we went over it a lot. But just knowing that it was a possibility that they could go to it. So, I mean, we had some stuff to go to that when they did run it. But, you know, it's always completely different when you win the game and from practice. So,
What do you know about Calipari versus Pitino in the rivalry? You were a little young when they were going head-to-head all the time. Like, do you know anything about the history?
I mean, I don't know really too much. You know, like you said, I'm young, so like I don't really know a lot about it.
Has Cal talked about it at all? That's not like making it too big a deal, because he mentioned it to you guys just about, you know, what it's going to be like going up against Pitino.
Yeah, in a way, but not nothing crazy. Just knowing, like, saying that he's experienced playing against him before. Just like, you know, he said he experienced playing against any other coach and, you know, how they coach and stuff like that. So not really like too much on it.
Last night when John hits that three-pointer to put you guys up 4, I mean, your hands were in the air before he even shot it. I mean, just like, you knew, right? Like, you knew it was going in?
Yeah, I think I did. I know I did. You know, just having that confidence in him, just knowing the type of player he is. You know, that's what he does. He makes big shots like that and puts a lot of work in the gym and stuff like that. So, you know, I got that confidence in him to always take shots like that, no matter what one we're in or what situation we're in. So, you know, once I seen it leave his hands, I had a real good feeling that it was good.
When you look back on the season, it feels like, to me, that the turning point was the Kentucky game. Y'all going on the road and winning that, and it really kind of sparked y'all getting into the tournament. Can you look back and kind of, does that feel right? Like that was a big moment for you guys?
Yeah, most definitely. Just getting a win under our belt. You know, just getting a conference win under our belt. That helped us a lot. You know, we was able to pick up momentum from there. So, yeah, I would say so. That game is kind of where we started to really pick it up. And even the games after that, we still was getting better and better. So, I mean, it was always about just coming together. You know, just keep playing through adversity and stuff like that. But I feel like, yeah, for sure, that was a game where you could say like that was kind of like a turning point for us.
Following up on that, you also got your first NCAA tournament win under your belt last night. How much extra confidence does that give you moving forward kind of through the rest of the tournament?
A lot. Just getting that win under our belt, you know, it's like let's just keep getting wins, you know, because it's a good feeling. You know, that's a feeling you want to keep experiencing. So, I mean, it was good. You know, I was happy. I was just, you know, grateful just to be able to be in this tournament. Not everybody gets to win the game, or even let alone make it to the tournament. So it felt good.
Yes. What sticks out about St. John's to you guys that you guys got to watch out for?
Just everything. You know, we know they're a very good team. You know, very disciplined, well coached, and you know they have a lot of talent. So I mean, you know, we've been preparing a lot, and you know, going over a lot of things. But really, just knowing how talented they are, and how hard they play. You know, it's going to be a 40-minute game. You know, just like any other game we've been playing in, and knowing that you know they're going to play the whole game.
Just execute our plays and follow through coach's game plan.
Look, I've said all year long, you are one of my favorite players on this team. And the reason because you do anything that you need to do to help this team win. Where does that mentality come from for you?
It's really a defense first mentality. I just like defense. So, you know, defense leads to offense. And that's all.
You know, this team, it could be anybody on any given night stepping up. It was Jonas's night, Trevin had a big night. You go up and down that stat sheet, you all contributed. You know, what does that say about this team?
This team, we got a lot of great athletes and we got a lot of depth on the team. Even from the end of the bench, I feel like you put them there, they can get the job done too. But this team's been great overall. We had a lot of ups and downs, fought through adversity, and I'm so proud of this team.
What does it do? We know what he adds on the court. What does he add to this locker room, being a part of this team, being a leader? What does he add in here?
Just motivating us, giving us the confidence, even from the bench. You know, he'll celebrate from time to time. You know, it's all just fun, just doing what teammates do.
Yeah, he's been it's nice to see him, and hopefully we'll get to see him on Saturday. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. Billy and I, fingers crossed here. This matchup, this is a college basketball fan's dream. Yes. Coach Cal going up against Rick Pitino. What are your thoughts of it, and possibly getting to play in a historic matchup like that?
I don't really look into the little competition between Cal and Pitino. I don't know too much of it, but we just want to hoop and just want to get the win and just survive to dance.
That's all it's about,
all
right?
it
That's
is.
that's all you guys are doing, just trying to keep dancing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What has been the most fun part about playing for this team this year?
Hold on. What's been the most fun part about playing? Like just being on team?
Locker room.
Okay.
Like before practice, just being in locker room. Trip.
Favorite trip?
Where we go?
That Kentucky one was pretty fun.
Kentucky?
That was a pretty fun one.
Kentucky.
I'm trying to figure out like where we was vibing at and like what was fun for us. Like not the game wise, but like as a team, what we did that was fun. Where we went?
SEC won. SEC was straight.
Nashville?
Yeah, Nashville. Nashville was a good one.
Nashville
Should've
was
won.
a good one. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Island has been a good one.
Yeah, this one been a great one.
What do you like most about Providence?
It's not nothing. I don't like it here.
Hey, say all the buildings is built the same.
Yeah, all the buildings built the same. Everything look the
Same
same.
color, built by brick or cement.
I just feel like kind of depressed.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Yeah, but that's kind of cool. That's like built. You know, it's a similar
It's different.
vibe.
It's different.
Different, same. San Francisco's a lot of fun,
Yes.
right?
Let's get there.
San Francisco's a lot of fun.
San Antonio's more fun.
Hey, Daniel's not wrong.
What's that?
Yeah. Thanks, Billy. Sorry, I was having a little fun with you. I'm posting that video of us dancing, okay?
You gotta tag me though.
Hey,
I
Billy.
will tag you. I will tag you.
Did Rick Pitino recruit you at all coming out of high school? No. It's going to be, they had a lot of St. John's fans here last night. It might just be kind of a hostile environment for you guys, but how do you weather that storm, and kind of just power through that?
We just hoopers, so we do this every day. It don't really faze us. We just want to play basketball and just getting to doing it with our brothers. You can't ask for too much.
Yeah. Adu did practice today with you guys. Is that right? Yeah. Just having him back on the floor. Just how important would that be? Not just for the game, but like for the camaraderie between you guys.
He's gonna be a good, valuable piece. He does it all: rebounds, scores, get us involved. So having him back just brings more depth, and we can't be more appreciative of having him back.
Awesome. I appreciate you.